It took over a year for this project to come to fruition. Gray Street Garden broke ground in February of last year, and now tomorrow, a ribbon-cutting ceremony will be held to show the community the long hours, hard work, and the dedication to Kern County. Joining us this morning is Outreach and Program Support Coordinator Andrew Laird to tell us why this garden is so important to our community. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is an exciting ribbon cutting ceremony happening tomorrow. Could you tell us what is the Gray Street Garden? If you can hear me, Andrew, could you tell us what the Gray Street Garden is that's opening up tomorrow morning?
Yeah, so the Gray Street Garden is managed by Bakersfield Recovery Services and Apple Corps Project. Apple Corps Project is another nonprofit that targets food insecurity here in the community, and we use it for for Bakersfield Recovery Services uses it for their residential clients that are in treatment for addiction and substance use disorders, and we essentially have incorporated the garden as one of their weekly classes, sometimes more, sometimes twice a week. The classes are hosted by Apple Corps, but essentially we use it as an educational tool, as a therapeutic platform, as a place to teach the clients personal responsibility. And essentially it's client managed, and Apple Corps teaches them how to harvest food, irrigation, fertilizing, pest control. And so we have this, it's about 1/3 of an acre, and they're in there weekly or bi-weekly, and they're doing what it takes to run a garden, whether that's harvesting or sometimes we're having to till the soil, expand the garden. And we also use it as a place to do some demonstrations by local restaurant owners. So sometimes we'll get, for example, we had Local Farm to Table there a few weeks ago. And she was giving a food preparation demo to our clients. And yeah, that's primarily what we use it for. It's a therapeutic outlet for our clients, but it is a required part of treatment for them too.
Great. And where did the idea for this garden come from? What inspired you guys to give your clients this type of experience?
Yeah, I think Jackie from Apple Corps talked to Eric, our executive director, and she didn't necessarily have an office for their nonprofit, and so they wanted kind of a hub where they could be located. And we have a lot of property at our facility, and so we could use we had this. It was just a dirt lot initially, and so she had the great idea to, we don't have a place like a hub, a central location. Maybe we could use this as that location, and let's turn it into a garden. So we said, yeah, and they said, we'll start working with your clients on, essentially how to be these amateur farmers and how to get produce into farmers markets, how to sell them at really any market.
And how does it feel to know that the garden is finally opening and you are going to be making that kind of impact on your clients?
Oh, it's amazing. It's finally getting some of the recognition that it deserves. We've actually had some clients that have told us the only reason why they stayed in treatment. Turnover rate, unfortunately, in addiction treatment facilities is pretty high. But one of the reasons why they did stay was because of the garden. And so obviously the exposure is great, but really it comes down to a client-centered foundation at our program. And this is really what it's about, it's the clients, and they love it. Honestly, they love it.
Great. And I know you have restaurants, like you mentioned, helping you guys out. How does it feel to know that you have that support system from local businesses supporting you guys with this new garden?
Oh, it's great. Honestly, we've had more plants donated at some points than we could honestly plant, and seeds and volunteers. It's starting to get more popular because it has been around. We did break ground on it, like you said, a year ago. But it does feel good. It feels good. And honestly, I think this is the direction, especially because of coronavirus and the lockdown. Gardens, I think community gardens are going to start becoming more popular on, business property that wouldn't otherwise have one.
Definitely. Well, we are unfortunately out of time, but thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about this. We're so excited to see you guys open the garden tomorrow and can't wait to see how it goes. So thank you so much.